Happy New Year. I hope that you are all well. If I didn't see you on Thursday, I hope that you've had a good Christmas and New Year. If I did see you on Thursday, I hope you had lots of fun with the lift sheet. They're always lots of fun to make, and me and Lou always enjoy coming to do lift visiting, so it's a real highlight of the week. Now, today's input is going to be a bit two halves. So if you're here live, we're about to play a game. If you're watching this online after the event, then I'm going to explain what we're going to do. But if you're here at Lift, then I'm going to pause it and then hand back over to me. It makes more sense if you're in person, although it does freak some people out. Okay, so to everybody who's watching this on the Lift YouTube channel, today we're going to play a game. It's basically a trust fall game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for a volunteer to stand up, put their arms out, and fall backwards, and trust that I will catch them. Round two will be that I'll put a blindfold on them. I'll ask them to stick their arms out and fall backwards into my arms. Round three is that they'll keep the blindfold on, that I will move. So the sound of my voice it'll change. I will be standing in front of them, and I will ask them to fall backwards and trust in the fact that because I've caught them the first two times, that they will get caught on the third time as well. Now, the reason that we're playing this game is that we're doing mountaintops this half term. So the next 4 weeks we're going to be looking at mountaintops and mountaintop experiences and stuff that happen in the Bible on mountains. Our first story is going to take place on a mountain called Mount Moriah. Okay, and this happens a long time ago, but not in a galaxy far away. It's a story of Abraham and Isaac, and it's a story about trust. So Abraham was a very old man when he finally had a son, and he called him Isaac. Abraham and Sarah had waited a long time to have kids. They only actually ever had one. Abraham was about 90 and Sarah was about 80. So as you can imagine, that's a long time to wait to have children, and today it just wouldn't happen. It's just not something that it was a miracle. It was a major miracle in itself that it happened at all. So Abraham loved Isaac more than anything else in the world. And one day Abraham was praying and speaking with God, and God spoke back, and he told him to take Isaac up on a mountain and offer him as a sacrifice. So Abraham took Isaac and they started up the mountain. On the third day, Abraham told Isaac they were going to build an altar and offer a sacrifice to God. Isaac said to his father, "The fire and the wood are here, but where is the lamb for the offering?" And Abraham only ever answered, "God will provide the lamb." It's at this point that if you've ever heard this story before, Isaac is generally depicted as being a small child, sort of maybe 8 or 9, certainly not more than 10. Okay, he's a small child. But in truth, we think that Isaac may have been like a late teenager, sort of 18 to somewhere in his mid-20s when this story happened. So this is a story not only of Abraham's trust in God, but Isaac's as well. Isaac trusted his father and knew that his father loved him. He also trusted God and knew that God loved him, and that nothing was going to happen that was going to be bad. So, okay, now we've now I've provided a little bit more backstory, we're going to carry on. So they kept walking until they arrived at the place where God had told them to go. Then Abraham built an altar and arranged the wood on it, and then he tied Isaac and placed him on the altar. He took a knife and was ready to kill his son when an angel of the Lord called out to him and said, "Abraham, don't lay a hand on that boy, don't touch him." Then Abraham looked and saw a ram caught by its horns in a thicket nearby. So Abraham took the ram and offered that as a sacrifice to God. Abraham had faith in God and trusted him completely, and God provided the lamb, just as Abraham had told Isaac that he would. So the thought that I want to leave you with this week, and the idea that I want you to be maybe thinking about, and if you come up with anything, come talk to me and Lou about it on Thursday whilst we're visiting, is when we put our trust in God, he always provides. Who do you trust? Okay guys, so that's the end of this week's input. I hope you're having fun. Lift is always brilliant fun, and I really love doing it. I'm really glad that you're all here. If you're watching this online because you couldn't make it, I'm really sorry that you couldn't be here. I hope you're well, and I hope that I will see you soon, either whilst wandering around the estate or on visiting. Take care guys, God bless, bye.